Hello and welcome to today's morning update video for Friday, November 4th, 2022. This morning I wanted to take a look at some of the numbers that came in from last night. I'm trying to change up how I do this because we used to do the evening pandemic update video not every day, but trying to change it to the morning now because all the data is in the morning from the website that I use. Therefore, we can get an actual total number, because there were too many times where I do the video and, well, heck, another 10, 20,000 cases would be added. So it just makes more sense that we do these in the morning now. Taking a look at this morning's community transmission by county from the old CDC transmission mapping, you'll see there is a stark change here. The areas with high transmission, it's going up again. It's up to 46.68%. Substantial is now up to 26.27%. Moderate is 21.34%. And low is 5.71%. And you can see some of the central country, even some of the Four Corners region, there's starting to be a few more areas with high transmission. There's a ton of areas with substantial transmission still, and you're seeing more substantial transmission areas in the Northeast than you did not so long ago. But I think the biggest difference that you're going to start to see in the coming weeks is the South is going to start to fill in with more counties that will switch to substantial versus moderate, and even a few more high transmission counties as we get down the line. I think the South is starting to increase now. And we're going to skip over to variant proportion. That hasn't updated for today yet. It will at some point today, and we'll have a variant proportion update video this weekend. Taking a look at cases from yesterday. Thursday is now the highest day of the week for weekly reportings. There's a lot of states that do them on Thursday. Florida just switched to weekly reportings not too many weeks ago. And so you get this, 112,843 new cases yesterday. Yeah, that's a lot of cases. That's actually up 1.4%. And a lot of deaths yesterday, too. 908 deaths. Over 1 million tests were added yesterday. And the hospitalizations, unfortunately, they did rise again. 27,205, that's up by 339. Currently in the ICU, 3,149, that's down by 6. Taking a look here at the percentage map, yes, there's a lot of blue and even some dark blue. Cases are rising in a lot of places. Some of these numbers are a little bit skewed because maybe there was an extra day of reporting this week in a particular state, but even if you take that out, cases in the majority of the states are rising, with exceptions to New England. New York and Connecticut are rising, but if you look at Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Vermont, Maine, and New Hampshire, they've actually dropped a little bit, and I think they have peaked from their spike or rise that they had from Columbus Day weekend. They will eventually have another rise, though, as we get into later into November, especially around Thanksgiving. I'm expecting a big rise up there. All right, taking a look at the numbers. California weekly number, 20,167 cases. Deaths, they had 117 yesterday. Florida had 189 deaths yesterday. Florida also had 10,832 cases. Remember, that's a weekly number. New York, 4,666 cases. Illinois, 3,110. Ohio, 12,262. Ohio also added 71 deaths. Tennessee, 39 deaths. Massachusetts, 82 deaths. Tennessee had 7,156 cases. Massachusetts had 6,200 cases. Virginia had almost 1,200 cases. New Jersey had 2,392 cases. Wisconsin, 1,300. Washington, 4,239. South Carolina, 3,467. Minnesota, over 5,000. Missouri, 6,792. That's a weekly number. I think Minnesota is also a weekly number. Colorado, 3,777 cases. Kentucky still reports daily. Surprise, surprise. 1,067 cases. Maryland, 896. Oklahoma, 2,894, and the majorities are states that have rising cases. Puerto Rico, 1,400. It's actually down for Puerto Rico, but I think Puerto Rico is going to continue to trend higher. Arkansas, 290 cases. Connecticut, 462. Oregon, 2,510. Kansas, 1,140. Iowa, 1,827. New Mexico, 764. West Virginia, 313. Montana 857, Rhode Island 1,207, Idaho 1,035, and District of Columbia 332, and we should add, Alaska had 364 cases. Looking at New York State again yesterday, let's refresh this, because I can tell you that's not correct. Here we go. New York State yesterday had 4,666 cases, but the positivity is a bit higher than the day before, almost 1.5% higher, I believe, to 6.4%. Hospitalizations yesterday in New York State were 2,849. Taking a look at HHS, which will be for, not HHS, Walgreens, which should be for today. Yeah, Walgreens continues to be a significant decrease in testing, and it's 28.9%, so that is up 0.8%. Not as significant as you would think for such a decrease in testing. It's down by 13,000. But nonetheless, look at the chart here. It is rising. Taking a look at Texas. Texas yesterday, their positivity for yesterday is at 6.09%, and their hospitalizations still are at 979. Let's quickly take a look at the HHS, which will be for today's numbers, by the way. And HHS did not really move all that much in the last 24 hours. 27,993 people in the hospital, 77.99% of all beds are being used, and 3.96% of them are being used for coronavirus. Alrighty, thanks for watching this morning update video. Later in the day we will have a couple more videos. We might do one on RSV either today or tomorrow. I do want to do a video that is similar to our hospital capacity video, but it is specifically going to be on ICU capacity in states. I want to see how many states have ICU capacity running currently, over 80% of ICU beds being used. We'll see how many it is. I think it's going to be less than the total number of states with hospitals over 80%, but we'll see. I'm going to either do that this evening or tomorrow. And as stated, tomorrow will be the variant update video. Alright. Stay safe, everyone. And remember, if you like what you see here, please hit the like and subscribe button down below.